One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Looking for room. It's Irvin. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Let's go, let's go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
A long way to go for this offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense. Got
out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Cameron. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To the air, it's Robertson. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Making side adjustments here. Johnson wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Ready, fight. Moves.
He wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you definitely want to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable, and I like how the defense does it here. Gets him moving outside the pocket, but I also like the play by the QB. It's 2nd down, man.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He rifles one deep down the right side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Buying some time. Quarterback's got the first. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Johnson looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. All down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing outside of just being a talented football team and showing up is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball running out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. White wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, I used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the run, it's Washington. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Robertson. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Robertson. That's caught, it's Cameron. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Irvin. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Snags it on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to run it. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson looking to throw. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Inside the 30. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And tackled there by the defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Kansas State has it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Base 27 jump.
Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not a chance. Missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
On the ground, it's Washington. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Makes a catch on the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. 42 Spider.
Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's Robertson. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. of the gun looking to throw. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the team.
There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But it's just a nothing well, man. It's just a goose egg on the scoreboard, and this is a tape they're going to want to burn.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Finds his big tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.